The Jiji Branch Line refers to the segment from Erzurum to Waichecheng, spanning approximately 29.7 kilometers, making it the longest railway branch line in Taiwan. The primary purpose of extending this branch line was to facilitate the execution of the Sun Moon Lake hydropower project. The railway construction for this project included the development of several sections: the Erzurum to Waichecheng route, the Waichecheng to Menpatin route, the Waichecheng to Shuishi cableway, the Shuishi to Dongpu tram system, and the Dongpu to Wujie cableway. Before the construction of the Sun Moon Lake hydropower facilities, the light railway of the sugar factory served as the primary mode of transportation in the Puli area. In the early 1900s, the Puli sugar factory laid a 610mm narrow-gauge light railway between Puli and Waichecheng to facilitate transportation. In 1911, the Puli sugar factory was merged into the Taiwan Sugar Corporation, which extended the light railway to Erzurum Station. This extension allowed the use of the Western Trunk Line to export sugar to Japan. In 1919, in response to the increasing demand for electricity, the Taiwan Electric Power Corporation began planning the Sun Moon Lake hydropower project. This plan was one of the most ambitious hydropower projects in the world at the time. With sufficient funding available following the end of World War I in 1919, the project commenced immediately. The extensive preliminary works for this massive project included the following: construction of the Baishanking power plant. This provided electricity for the construction of trams, ropeways, and hoisting machines. Construction of the Jiji Branch Line. This railway connected the Western Trunk Line, enabling the transportation of heavy machinery to Chaichang and Menpatin. Construction of cableways and tram railways. These connected Chaichang, Shuishi, Dongpu, and Wujie. Construction of light railways. These connected to the newly built tram railways. Construction of tram stations and sand extraction sites. These facilitated the transport of construction materials. As the construction sites were located in mountainous regions, workers faced significant threats from diseases such as miasma, scrub typhus, and malaria. Therefore, preventive healthcare and epidemic control were included as essential components of the preliminary work. In 1919, as part of the Sun Moon Lake hydropower project, the Taiwan Electric Power Corporation constructed a diversion dam on the Nangang River. This dam utilized a 50-meter elevation drop between the dam and the power plant to generate electricity. The power was essential for the construction of the Sun Moon Lake power plant and for powering electric trams. The Baishanking power plant was completed on July 14, 1921, and officially began operations on October 25 of the same year, with a generation capacity of 1,800 kilowatts. To facilitate the construction of the Menpatin power plant, the Taiwan Electric Power Corporation began building the Jiji Branch Line from Erzurum to Waichecheng in 1919. With a track gauge of 1,067 millimeters, the branch line connected with the Western Trunk Line to efficiently transport equipment and materials required for the project. The branch line began operations on January 14, 1922. Taiwan's first electric railway was established over a century ago in Yuchi Township. In 1920, the Taiwan Electric Power Corporation planned the construction of the Wujie Dam, the Wujie Water Diversion Tunnel, and the Shuishi Dam. To facilitate the transportation of construction machinery, materials, and personnel, an advanced electric railway system was built between Shuishi and Dongpu. The railway, with a gauge of 762 millimeters, spanned a total length of 80 kilometers. The main terminal was located at Simon, with the eastern segment of the main line extending to Dongpu, the western segment to Shuishi, and the northern segment to Yuchi. In addition to the main line, a small branch line was laid between the railway and the transverse tunnels of the water diversion system. This branch line was used to clear tunnel debris and transport materials such as cement, sand, and bricks to various construction sites. While the primary function of the railway was to transport equipment, materials, and personnel for the power plant construction, it occasionally provided free rides for local residents along the route. The steep gradient at the western end of the electric railway made further railway construction impractical. To connect with the western trunk line, a cableway system was installed between Shueisha and Weichecheng, linking the railway to the Jiji Branch Line and eventually to the western trunk line. In the segment between Dongpu and Wujia, where the terrain was mountainous and remote, materials and personnel were transported using both sedan chairs and newly constructed cableways. The electric railway headquarters was established at Simon, where a construction department was set up. Rows of worker dormitories were established, accompanied by facilities such as sawmills, charcoal kilns, hospitals, schools, post offices, shops, banks, inns, and tea houses. Between 1920 and 1921, these were successively built, creating a fully developed settlement. Simon was one of the few places with electricity at the time and was referred to as Denmachi, or Electric Town, during the Japanese colonial period. Between 1923 and 1931, construction on the Sun Moon Lake project came to a complete halt. However, the preparatory work done at Simon played a crucial role in the resumption of the project. By then, over 50 electric railway units had been prepared, with each unit consisting of an electric locomotive and 4 flat cars. Each unit was operated by a single driver and could make dozens of trips per day. At its peak, Simon's population reached several thousand residents, solidifying its importance and prosperity during the subsequent phases of the Sun Moon Lake project. The section extending from Weichecheng to Menpeitan was known as the Menpeitan Line, also referred to as the construction railway. It was built to facilitate the future transportation of large machinery and generators to Menpeitan. The terrain between Weichecheng and Menpeitan was obstructed by high mountains, necessitating the excavation of the Dogwon Tunnel in 1922. This historic tunnel, 320 meters long, 4.5 meters high, and 3.5 meters wide, along with bridges spanning rivers, was constructed to support the movement of heavy equipment, materials, and personnel to the construction base. The lower section of the tunnel was built with stone, while the upper part was constructed using fire-hardened bricks. The Taiwan Electric Power Corporation established the Luhao Sandpit as part of the preparatory work for the Sun Moon Lake project. The sandpit was located in the Luhao River Valley and could be reached from Shuili via Yuchi Elementary School and Puwei. To transport sand and gravel from the Luhao Sandpit, a Luhao branch line was extended from the electric railway, spanning 4.32 kilometers. The Luhao sandpit was equipped with ground-level cableways constructed along the slopes. Plans were made to use locomotives to pull carts, which would then transport sand and gravel via the electric railway to various construction sites. In 1923, the Great Kanto earthquake struck Japan, leading to an economic downturn and a severe financial crisis. The lack of funds resulted in the suspension of the Sun Moon Lake hydropower project. From early 1923 to 1931, a period spanning 9 years, nearly all construction work came to a halt, except for proposals for a revised plan for the project. During this hiatus, on May 1, 1927, the railway from Weichecheng to Ersui was transferred to the Taiwan Governor-General Railway Department and became government-operated, serving general transportation needs. The Jiji Branch Line thus officially came under the jurisdiction of the Railway Department. After a 9-year hiatus, the Sun Moon Lake hydropower project resumed on October 1, 1931. Preparations for the preliminary works had been completed before the pause. To expedite the completion of this monumental project in a short period, design modifications were made, and the construction was divided into 7 sections. First section, Wujie. Second section, Shuitu Valley. Third section, Guokeng. Fourth section, Mujilan. Fifth section, Simon. Sixth section, Shuishi. Seventh section, Menpeitan. 6 construction companies were commissioned to carry out the segmented construction. Each section used electric railway branch lines to transport materials and haul excavated soil and rocks out of the sites. With the coordination of Kanetiro Matsuki, the president of the Taiwan Electric Power Corporation, the construction progressed smoothly. By June 30, 1934, the project achieved significant milestones, including the completion of the Menpeitan Power Plant, Shuishi and Tushi Dams, Wujia Water Diversion Tunnels, and the Wujia Dam. The scope of these projects was immense, and completing such a groundbreaking hydroelectric project, unique in scale worldwide at the time, within 3 years was no small feat. This achievement can be attributed to the comprehensive planning conducted between 1919 and 1923 and the completion of preliminary works and logistical arrangements. The Menpeitan Power Plant was equipped with 5 heavy-duty generators, boasting a total installed capacity of 110 megawatts. At the time of its commissioning, it ranked as the second largest in global installed capacity and the largest in Asia. It was also the largest power plant in Taiwan during the Japanese colonial period. From its completion in 1934 until 1950, the plant produced over 75% of Taiwan's electricity, significantly contributing to the island's economic development. Major events of the Jiji Branch Line includes 1905 Ersui Station opened. 1911 Taiwan Sugar Corporation constructed a light railway from Puli to Ersui. 1919 Sun Moon Lake Hydropower Project commenced. 1919 Taiwan Electric Power Corporation was established. 1919 Preparatory work for Wujia Dam and Water Diversion Tunnel began. 1919 Baishanking Power Plant construction started. 1919 construction of the Jiji Branch Line and Menpeitan Railway began. 1919 Saman Construction Department was established. 1920 Taiwan's first electric railway system was built. 1920 cableway from Weichecheng to Shuishi constructed. 1920 cableway from Dongpu to Wujia constructed. 1921 Baishanking Power Plant was completed. 1922 Jiji Branch Line Railway was completed. 1923 Menpeitan Railway for construction purposes was completed. 1923 The Great Kanto Earthquake in Japan led to a halt in project activities. 1927 The Taiwan Government General acquired the Jiji Branch Line. 1931 Construction resumed on Wujia Dam and the Water Diversion Tunnel. 1934 The first Sun Moon Lake Power Plant was completed. 1934 Wujia Dam and Wujia Water Diversion Tunnel were completed. 1934 Menpeitan Railway for construction purposes was dismantled. Following the completion of the Sun Moon Lake hydropower project in 1934, the construction railway was dismantled, but the Jiji Branch Line remained and became a popular scenic railway for tourists. Ersui Station opened in 1909 when the section of the Western Trunk Line from Zhonghua to Ersui began operations. Originally named Erbashui Station, it was renamed Ersui Station in 1921. As the starting station of the Jiji Branch Line, it also served as an important freight transfer hub. The station features ample space and numerous tracks. Despite being located in a small town, even Zicheng trains stop here. In the past, it was a sugar railway transfer station, but the tracks and station facilities were dismantled after the cessation of sugar industry operations. The original wooden station building was damaged during the Guangdashan earthquake and replaced with a concrete structure, which remains in use today. Ersui Station is now a designated county monument in Zhonghua County. Yuanchuan Station, originally called Bizita Station, is the southernmost station in Zhonghua County. After renovations following the 9/21 earthquake, it was integrated with nearby bicycle paths and scenic spots, making it a standout feature of Ersui Township. Zhuishui Station, formerly known as Mingjian Station, is the first station of the Jiji Branch Line in Nantou County. It features the largest station building on the line and is the only station where trains meet and exchange track tokens. The unique scenes of token handover have become a distinctive feature of Zhuishui Station. Longquan Station, originally named Ailio Station, is the only station on the Jiji Branch Line without a station building. It uses a Spanish-style platform with a single track. It is also the only station in Taiwan where trains open doors on both sides simultaneously. Jiji Station, originally called Jiji Station, is the most renowned station along the Jiji Branch Line. When it was first built in 1921, it was a simple wooden structure. In 1930, the station was reconstructed with a Hinoki building. Though severely damaged in the 9/21 earthquake, it was rebuilt to retain its traditional Japanese wooden appearance and is now listed as one of Taiwan's top 100 historic sites. The station grounds house a preserved steam locomotive, a testament to the history of the Jiji Railway. Jiji Township also takes pride in its little-known treasure, the Jiji mountain bananas. These bananas were once specially designated by the Japanese emperor as a royal tribute. When exported, they bore a special 1,000 mark, underscoring the world-class quality of Jiji's bananas at the time. Shuili Station, formerly known as Shuili Leaking Station, is the largest station on the Jiji Branch Line. The station originally had 5 tracks, but only one is now used for passenger boarding and alighting. Its freight warehouse and cargo platform are still maintained but no longer provide freight services. Shuili Station is located at an elevation of 294 meters, making it the second highest active station in the Taiwan Railways network, surpassed only by Chaicheng Station, which sits at 330 meters above sea level. The name Chaicheng originates from the Sugar Railway era, during which hundreds of light railway cars were often parked in the area awaiting transfer. The region resembled a car yard, and its Taiwanese pronunciation gave rise to the name Chaicheng. During the Japanese colonial period, it was called Weichecheng Station and served as the terminal station of the Jiji Branch Line, often referred to as the last train station. The station featured facilities necessary for steam locomotives, including a coal loading platform, a water tower, switch points, and a signal tower. Additionally, Chaicheng was a vital hub for timber distribution during the Japanese colonial period. The station housed a timber processing factory and a log pond, with the latter covering approximately 0.5 hectares and having a depth of 2 to 4 meters. The facilities preserved at the station today stand as a testament to the peak of Chaicheng's industrial and transportation significance. The primary purpose of constructing the Jiji Branch Line was to support the development of the Sun Moon Lake Hydropower Project, a project crucial to Taiwan's economic development. Completed in 1934, the Menpeitan power plant generated 110,000 kilowatts of electricity, accounting for over 75% of Taiwan's total electricity production of 146,000 kilowatts at the time. This laid the foundation for essential industries such as steel and aluminum manufacturing, having a transformative impact on Taiwan's economic growth. A renowned economics professor once stated that without the Sun Moon Lake hydropower system, Taiwan's economic miracle would not have been possible. It is no exaggeration to describe Sun Moon Lake as the heart of Taiwan. Looking back, the completion of this monumental project depended heavily on the success of the railway construction during its implementation. The railways played a decisive role in the project's outcome, and although these tracks were dismantled after the project was completed, and the engineers retired after accomplishing their mission, their contributions remain invaluable. As we enjoy the conveniences of modern life, we should feel profound gratitude toward the engineers and workers who toiled in the wilderness to bring this project to fruition.